Today on Fast Food Face Off, we're doing spring-inspired cheesecakes from the Cheesecake Factory. Let's get into it.
Fast food, face off! Fast food, face off! Fast food, face off!
What is up, Tasty Vibe Tribe? With Mother's Day right around the corner and the end of spring nearly approaching, we thought, why not do something fun from the Cheesecake Factory? I thought that the specialty desserts from Cheesecake Factory don't get enough credit as much as their cheesecakes do. So we stacked them up against one another to see how they taste. We have key lime pie, limoncello tort, lemon raspberry, strawberry shortcake, carrot cake, and lemon meringue. Let's get into it. First up, I'm gonna do the strawberry shortcake. One, because it's different. Two, because there's ice cream in it, so it's melting a little bit. I did want to say before I get into it, Mrs. Fast Food Face Off actually made this look much nicer than what was given to me. This is more like the picture on the website. They gave me the strawberry shortcake, and they gave me the strawberries on the side, which was appreciated. But unfortunately, they forgot the ice cream that's supposed to accompany this. But I just put some regular Haagen-Dazs generic vanilla ice cream, and we're ready to go. Enough of that, let's get into it.
What's up, fast food fanatics? Stick around to watch me chow down on some cheesecake and some spring-inspired desserts from the Cheesecake Factory.
So the strawberry shortcake is nice. There's a lot of good flavor there. They put like a finishing sugar on top of it. I'm not sure which type, but it gives a little bit of crunch and added extra texture. And then the overall balance of kind of like the buttery notes and the sweet notes go really nice. Again, the ice cream is going to probably be different because I had to put this ice cream together myself. But overall, it's a nice first bite. I'll let you guys get a closer look.
Traditionally, strawberry shortcake is either done as a biscuit or a sponge cake. Cheesecake Factory elected to go the biscuit route, and I think that they did a pretty good job considering, especially finishing the top with that sanding sugar.
The one thing I will say about this, when these were given, they were frozen, so they were obviously, prepackaged, sent, which I understand with the nature of the way the Cheesecake Factory kind of runs the restaurant. I would say just going into it, if you get this dessert, know that it's more on the chilled side of things. I don't know how it's served in-house because I've never gotten it there, but it would be nice if this was maybe warmed through prior to serving.
Speaking of strawberry shortcake, in 2012, Pasadena's Strawberry Festival featured the world's largest strawberry shortcake. The cake used 3,240 pounds of strawberries and 280 pounds of whipped cream icing.
Another thing that I liked about what Cheesecake Factory did with this is that they went with fresh strawberries as opposed to like a strawberry jam or preserve. I think that with something like this, like a strawberry cheesecake, a simple way to being able to brighten up those flavors and kind of have something ring true as far as the dessert is concerned is to use fresh fruit. That being said, I do think that there were some other things they could have done to maybe bring this together as a whole, but I'll get you guys with that one on the back end. Next up is going to be the lemon meringue cheesecake. To their benefit, they did actually have like a torch meringue on there. I don't know whether or not you guys can see it. It just kind of slipped off. I'll let you get a closer look so that you can see that they did go out of their way to kind of like torch the top. Hopefully it tastes as good as it looks. Let's see how it stacks up. You get that real smooth cheesecake that Cheesecake Factory is known for, a really nice buttery crust, and then just the right amount of that citrus from the curd. I mean, there's not much that I could say about it. It would just be pretty much me trying to overly explain something that's just delicious. If you're a lemon fan, you're definitely gonna like this cheesecake. I feel like the only thing that's maybe missing from this is just like a little bit of added extra texture. I think maybe just like another kind of middle layer of some sort of like a graham cracker crumble, or even just a little bit of graham crackers on the top, even though maybe wouldn't have looked as aesthetically pleasing as the torch meringue. I think it would have done a little bit more for the cheesecake itself.
Whether you're a first-time watcher or a long-time subscriber, this isn't my first rodeo at the Cheesecake Factory. And if you guys haven't gotten a chance to see our other cheesecake videos, I'll link them down below in the description.
I went with the key lime pie cheesecake mainly because it led into the perfect question. Every time the spring and summer rolls around, you end up getting a lot of these companies that, come out with some fun products in the citrus variety. which made me think, are you guys team lemon or are you team lime when it comes to your desserts? Let me know down in the comment section. With this one, I feel like the consistency is a little bit different than the lemon cheesecake. It's very much more like the traditional filling for like a key lime pie, how it's almost like a cream and like a curd or like a custard. It has that kind of vibe going on, just the right amount of citrus. And if I'm being particular, I do think that this just needed a thicker graham base or just some sort of a textural element added through in. But other than that, absolutely delicious. If you're a lime fan, you're gonna enjoy this one as well. Me personally, I'm team lemon. I do enjoy lime products. It's not like they, like they disgust me or anything like that. I do just think that I prefer the flavor of lemon and other things that complement lemon more than I do lime flavored things.
When most people hear key lime pie, they think of the Sunshine State, which is why Florida made its love known for the pastry in 2006 by passing legislation that named key lime pie the state's official dessert.
Next up, I'm gonna do carrot cake. There's nothing probably more synonymous with spring for whatever reason in America at least than the idea of carrot cake. You either love it or you hate it. The idea of like a spiced kind of cake with a cream cheese frosting either speaks to you or it doesn't. I'm a huge carrot cake fan, so I can't wait to try Cheesecake Factory's rendition. Let's see how it tastes. You get the little subtle hints of the spices. You get I believe that there's walnuts in here, there's raisins. I would just say that this is a lot of cake and not a lot of frosting. To some people, as far as I guess their cake to frosting ratios are concerned, that might speak to you, but for me, I'm definitely somebody who enjoys a good amount of frosting to my cake, at least a 1-to-1 ratio, and I feel like this is a lot more cake than frosting. So your mileage is definitely gonna vary depending on how you like your carrot cake.
Although the origins of carrot cake are disputed, many food historians believe that it originated from carrot puddings eaten by Europeans in the Middle Ages, when sugar and sweeteners were expensive and many people used carrots as a substitute for sugar.
With the 1,000,001 recipes out there for carrot cake, and I'm sure that plenty of people that bake have their own special way of doing things. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys like as far as your carrot cake mix-ins. I think me personally, I'm a kind of purist. I like just walnuts and raisins and then the shredded carrot, but I've had them with pineapple and then I've had it with buttercream instead of the cream cheese frosting. But I know that some of you guys probably have some special recipes and I can't wait to hear them.
Apparently, the Cheesecake Factory used to sell a carrot cake cheesecake, but it was unfortunately discontinued. Here's to hoping that they get bit by the nostalgia bug and decide to bring it back.
I believe this is the Limoncello Torte cake, something along those lines. I know it's Limoncello. I'll let you guys get a closer look. It looks delicious. Let's see how it stacks up.
Although, legend says that Lemoncello was born in a small house in Capri, the lemons used to make Lemoncello not only come from Capri, but also Sorrento and the Amalfi Coast of Italy.
It's a very light cake. It's not overly dense and kind of hard to get through. Had they done this style of cake with like a cream or a curd and then strawberries kind of sprinkled throughout, I think that this would have rang more close to like a strawberry shortcake, in my opinion, than what they have. It's just such a nice cake and a nice balance as far as the flavors and textures are concerned. I think this is something that just reminds me a little bit more of strawberry shortcake. Very tasty and a nice complement to the rest of the specialty dessert menu. I love that they went with the streusel on top. I think that it gives a really nice texture. And then I feel like it's almost like they have like a layer of like ladyfingers or something like that in between as well. It's just a really well thought out cake. Whoever came up with this for the Cheesecake Factory menu, kudos. And last but not least is the lemon raspberry cheesecake. I'm a huge fan of anything with lemon and raspberry. Something about the way that those two complement one another, it just does it for me. You get a little bit of that tart kind of pucker factor from the lemon, and you do get some of that sweet kind of like earthiness, but a little bit of sour from the raspberry. And it just works so well in something like a cheesecake. Cheesecake Factory did a great job. Again, they kind of went the way of layering it almost like a tiramisu with what looks like some sort of lady fingers or like cake pieces. And it does a lot for this cheesecake. I think had this been just cheesecake all the way through with just like a graham kind of base, that it would have been maybe too heavy on the cheesecake part of it. But as it stands, with the raspberry that there's in there, and then the lemon, and then I think that there's white chocolate going on. Maybe for some texture, some white chocolate shavings would have been pretty nice. Even like freeze-dried raspberries for texture or something like that would have probably done pretty good. But as it stands, this is absolutely amazing.
Man, this was a fun one. I love doing these Cheesecake Factory videos for you guys, but now it's time to see which one of these spring-inspired desserts sprung to the top of my list.
Final review time. This one is pretty straightforward. It's funny because my absolute favorite one just ended up being at the end. That lemon raspberry one, it does not get much better than that. Like I said, it was pretty much, for me, your guys' mileage may vary, but it was pretty much a perfect cheesecake. The blend of, you know, sweet and sour, that little bit of a pucker factor, the balance of the cheesecake, the white chocolate, the cake that they had in there that kind of cut through. It was a very well thought out cheesecake. I would say number 2 for me would be that Limoncello tort, because honestly, it kind of followed suit with what I liked about that lemon raspberry cheesecake. I think my least favorite of what I had would probably be, as far as the cakes are concerned, the carrot cake. It just didn't do it for me. I'm a big fan of carrot cake, but I need that kind of wow factor from the cream cheese frosting, which I just didn't get. And then the overall ratio of frosting to cake just wasn't there for me. The strawberry shortcake was a pleasant tasting strawberry shortcake. I just think, again, like I had said at the beginning, that there was things that they could have done to make it a better strawberry shortcake experience. To either have it so that the strawberry shortcake itself is served warm and fresh, to be able to make it so maybe that the ice cream is, you know, obviously I didn't get the ice cream, but to make sure that the ice cream doesn't kind of seep into the cake itself. Just like I said, a lot of little things that would have made that better for me. And then in the middle of the pack was the key lime pie cheesecake and then the lemon meringue cheesecake. Both of those I think are good options respectively, depending on whether or not you like lemon or you like lime flavored desserts. The calories we're going to have along with the price here for you guys. Like all Cheesecake Factory's desserts for the most part, they're pretty much spot on the same price. It's between $9 to $10. I think the strawberry shortcake was a little bit more expensive, even though I think why it was expensive was because of ice cream, which I didn't get. And then the calories kind of widely vary. They kind of range between the 11 to 1300 plus calorie range. That about does it for us here at Fast Food Face Off. If you guys enjoyed the content, make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and share this video around so that we can stay growing the Tasty Vibe Tribe. Consider going on over to our Instagram to follow us there so that you guys can stay up with more exclusive, stuff that we have going on our other social media platforms. And as always, if you are what you eat, always eat amazing. I'll catch you guys on the next one.